It is only today, when it has come into public domain, that Professor PLO Lumumba has sued Honorable Nixon Korir, PS Lands, because they have embezzled 184 families of money meant for compensation for areas where the standard gauge rail line passed through. Nixon Korir with some other senior officers at the Ministry of Lands. Parliament, we must wake up to these things. Lumumba should not be doing our work. We should by now have removed Nixon Korir from office to pave way for comprehensive investigations. How do you investigate the PS when he's in control of all the data that the courts will require to nail him? Mr. Speaker, I demand that Nixon Korir steps down as a PS and await the outcome of the investigations. Mr. Speaker.
What's your point of order, Senator Eddy?
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Order, Senator Gerard Gay, please.
Madam Speaker, 101. Standing order 101. The majority whip who oversights the government has brought to the attention of this House very serious things that's happening in the government, where he's the whip.
Senator Eddy, what's your point of order under which standing
That's the point of order, Madam Speaker. I've said point of order number 101, Madam Speaker. And the issue that he has brought to us, Madam Speaker, is that there is a PS that he has alleged has embezzled some funds that must resign, and he has used the word demand, which I respect because he's the whip who has demanded that. It's unanswered, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, under 101, is it in order?
Senator Eddy, can you cite the standing order under which you are actually? No. Oh, I didn't hear that. So.
Madam Speaker said 101.
Hear that.
I was just saving you the reading.
Yeah.
Under 101, Madam Speaker, can we discuss the conduct of an individual without a substantive motion? Can the whip be directed to give us a substantive motion? Because, Madam Speaker, this is a very serious issue. Where embezzlement is involved, may you direct the whip to bring a substantive motion on the said PS so that we can be able to converse, and it doesn't demand it just out of the blues. The demand is obsolete if it doesn't have any power given by this House, Madam Speaker. Can you give us the substantive motion?
Senator Halwale, you have had the point of order. Would you please withdraw your demands around the PS and bring before this House the matter in the proper manner so that it can be discussed?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll do as directed. I will be able to handle it in the proper manner. And yes. Mr. Speaker, for purposes of this
first withdraw the demand that...
yes, I withdraw the demand.
Thank you.
Until guided by a resolution of the House. Madam Speaker, allow me to use this opportunity. There was a time when I was your age, Senator for Migori, and the nominated Senator Gloria, who keeps on screaming from the back there. There was a time we were your age. And we learned from the senior politicians in this House to be good legislators.
Senator Halwale, please don't use unparliamentary language in respect of colleagues.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if I may go to my contribution. On the issue of raised by Senator Onyonka, Madam Speaker, about human organ trafficking, I want to call upon the chairman of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board, Professor Stanley Khainga, who was my classmate from high school all the way through medical school. Professor Khainga, the eyes of the country are on you. You should have, accompanied by the PS Health accompanied by CS Health, accompanied by CS Internal Security, all should have gone to Eldoret to go and close down this thing you're calling a hospital. How can it be, as I saw some so-called CEO of that hospital, I saw on TV, struggling to say that they are a world-class center of doing kidney transplants. And as she said so, she spoke in broken English. A world-class center cannot employ people who are illiterate. They should not play around with the children of the poor. I want to see a child of a minister going to donate, a child of a PS going to donate a kidney for somebody who is unknown to them. Mr. Speaker, in medical ethics, you donate organs within families. And before that donation is done, you do everything up to and including DNA. We cannot just allow people to be exploited. What a pity. 300,000 shillings in exchange of an organ that will turn your life completely, in exchange of conmanship by people who will get millions of shillings from that organ. It must stop. We must protect the poor. And if it's not,
Senator Halwala, you can finalize in 30 seconds. In 30 seconds.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I finalize by addressing the Minister of Health. He is not going to intimidate anybody. The Minister of Health is on record bragging that although he is not a doctor, he knows more than a doctor. Duale, please. Please, you are a small boy. I saw you found me in this parliament.
Senator Halwala, please withdraw those words. Don't use unparliamentary language.
Okay, I withdraw the small boy part, but caution him again and again to stop playing with doctors. He should go and reflect what became of his classmates, with whom they were in high school. How was he performing in class compared to his classmates who went to medical school? He owes them some degree of respect. Being appointed as a minister does not make you supernaturally clever. In fact, there are Kenyans who would be making this government performing better if they were the ones in those ministerial dockets. Mahova.
Senator Mutinda.
Madam Speaker, I do rise to make comments on Senator Cherargei's statement.